Hi everyone, nice to be here, and thank you for inviting me. This is really a nice community I can see, and I think you will understand a lot about what I will talk about, since you are also in a community which is doing things not from a monetary basis. So today I want to tell you a story about a thing we did with a bunch of people that made a lot of people happy and rich, but not rich in money at all. We actually are in no way economically making a profit, but we are managing and we are making each other rich in meaningful experiences, in connection, and in meaningfulness in general. So I'm gonna tell you a story about the boat that we have, this Kulttuurilaiva, and then I'm gonna connect it to the theme of today. And the theme of today, of course, is innovation. And I'm gonna look at it from a little bit different perspective than maybe usually we look at innovation, from this kind of tech company-based rationale. But I'm gonna try to introduce a little bit wider idea of looking at it from two main points of view. One is more as a structural thing that is created with a lot of people, and the other as a situated kind of innovation thing, or we can all be kind of situated innovators. But yeah, we'll get back to that in a minute. So here's a picture from the beginning. After first we inherited the boat with my brothers, we tried to sell it, and it turned out to be quite difficult actually. And I remember especially one seasoned owner of many ships that was telling me that, you know, it's crazy expensive, you should sell it as fast as you can, and some crazy person will buy it. And eventually that turned out to be me. And we bought out with some friends, my brothers, and then we started our journey. And first thing we had to do was to fix it up, because it's been in the water at this point for 14 years, and it had to go to the shipyard, and we didn't know what we were gonna find when we came there. And also the journey was quite exciting. We had a lot of bridges, as you can see, in Porvoo, and we had to wait until the water was low enough and the weather was calm enough, and it was like it was a very exciting thing. And also on the last day, when we were sitting there waiting, can we go or not, and the captain of this ship that was going to tow us, he was looking at the weather and he was like, can we go or not, is it blowing too much or not? And then he's like, let's go. And then at that point we realized we don't have these bumpers that soften the blow when you come to the shore with a boat. We're gonna leave in half an hour. So we just drive to this shipyard or this scrapyard and get these like used tires and get them together in. And Ninnu here, who's driving it, she was the genius behind that. She just right away knew exactly what needed to be done. She had the ropes, actually. She knew where to get those, and she knew where to get the tires. I think she made some kind of backup plan in her head for these kind of situations. She's very experienced with boats. So there's some more pictures of us towing the boat. There's the towing boat there, and there's the bridges.
Actually, we can't see that we're blocking the way.
What? Oh, yes, sorry. Maybe I should stand a little bit this way, like this. All right. Yeah, so, and then also it was raining a bit, even if it wasn't so much wind. But we made it there just fine, and were lucky. The hull was in good shape, we got it fixed up, and we were ready to leave. There was a lot of things other happening, but I can't tell them all, of course, here. But we got back to our little sanctuary, which is a small forest by the river in Porvoo. And this is really an ideal space for us. The boat had been there before as well, kind of as a summer cottage. And it used to be this kind of wood processing factory used to be there. It's not there anymore. But due to what it's been used for before, the earth has been contaminated with these heavy metals and things like that. And since it's next to the river, you know, it eliminates any possibility for real estate development. They tried to do it, but they calculated that nobody's gonna clean that up. So, but on the surface it's fine as long as you don't dig, and it's a perfect space for us to create events close to Old Town in Porvoo. But when we started, we didn't have much there, and the second challenge was then to get all the structures up. There you can see the first stage that was built. Later we built a roof for the stage as well. And all of this was built with this community of people who were showing up with donated material from companies and from people. And I think a lot of it was this kind of reverberations from also the good things that my father was doing in the city for many, many years in culture and other things. But there was also a lot of new people coming in who didn't know this history, but they were just drawn to what we were doing. And so what were we actually doing? So we were producing mostly live music events, about 20 to 26 events a year, now for 3 summers. And then we also have some literature events, some dancing, some buto, some things like that. So more of these kind of marginal music events. And we built a cafe as well. Also we donated material, all of it, and people who just creatively created that on the spot. All right, there's also a DJ booth, and this is one of the creatives of our team, Sid, who's been really amazing. In the beginning also, with the first gigs, we bought a conti, like this shipping container to store the technical equipment. And I thought it was a really great deal. I went to look at it, and I was like, yeah, and bought it. And then when we got back, it turned out it was completely rotten. And yeah, Sid who's there, he fixed it up in just a couple of months, just took out everything, built it up more nicer than it was before. So yeah, we started arranging the gigs, things started happening. Vilho built this skate park from real concrete. This is like a tiny skate park for these finger skates. And that got a lot of also visibility because there's only 2 of them actually in Finland, these kind of professional finger skate parks. It's a scene, seriously. Yeah, okay. But then, yeah, we opened and people were coming. There's also some pictures from our gate. And in the winter, we had then this kind of artist residency. People could come there and stay and so on for short times. This is how it looks inside. Yeah. Okay. How am I doing with time, by the way?
Oh, good. Oh.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
But you will show me with time, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So now I want to connect this a little bit to the theme of today. So first of all, like what I'm talking about is of course nothing new as a phenomenon. It's also called do-it-yourself culture, DIY, and it's kind of a countercultural movement or a movement against the kind of normal economic rationale that we are so used to, where you only do things which have monetary value. So in DIY culture, you do things because of the love for whatever that you do, and you do it with the whatever materials you happen to get, and it's a very creative process because of this. And in itself, this is an innovation, and this is an innovation that actually changed also how city planning has been thought about. So you can see that, for instance, there's housing occupation movements in Berlin, which were very much characterized by this kind of thinking. They were part of turning a shift where cities started seeing the citizens as active people who actually could contribute as well to the development of some area. Of course, it has a drawback as well, and that is, you probably know the concept of gentrification. So it's a process where creative people make an area very desirable, cool, somehow, you know, hip, and then the prices go up, and the same people who made it that way actually need to move out. So that's the kind of negative, one of the problematic aspects of it. A second problematic aspect is the temporariness of it. Also for us, we are constantly on a 1-year permit there. So there's always the risk of it ending. And this is seen in many cases where you have like a beautiful space that is donated in some way, or it's not donated completely, but you get the permission to develop it, do your thing as creatives, and then at some point some real estate developer gets interested and boom, you're out. And the good news is then again that through these iterations people have started to learn about it, and now, for instance, Free Riga is a good example. They have now started developing areas where they have a very long-term plan. So 10, 20 years. And in that time, the building or the area that they get to act freely, freely control in some sense or design, is supposed to become economically viable also for those who are around it. And it's supposed to somehow contribute to the economic rationale as well. But in a way that also those people who are involved in developing that community benefit. So that's the good news. Now for us also, one thing with the area was this kind of how will it go with the city? So I was also a bit tense about that. We didn't know, will they support us, or will they we will get evicted quite fast. But the good news is that we have gotten very much support. So they have we've gotten a small grant and a lot of positive press, and the city gives us this permit. But yeah, then I want to go back to the second type of innovation I wanted to talk about. And this is the kind of situated innovation that also the stories that I told you about exemplify. And this could be explained by sociological theories of Bruno Latour and these guys of this kind of action networks, where actors that have certain type of situation in that network are able to create things. But I think a much more fun way to illustrate it is through a character that somehow embodies it. It's this character. Yeah, MacGyver. That's the archetype of a situational innovator. So he first of all he understands his surroundings completely. He understands the properties of all the things that are around him, and he's able to negotiate them into alliances to create what he wants. So that's exactly how innovation, situated innovation, is explained. And the second thing is he keeps himself cool, also in the way he looks, but also in his mind. He's cool, and that's what you need also to innovate. You need a cool head. And thirdly, he doesn't do it alone. Of course, in some situations he's trapped in a room, but anyway, he doesn't innovate alone. It's not a solo process. It's something that you do together with other people. So those are the 3 points I think we can learn from MacGyver or Richard Dean Anderson, actually. But yeah. So back to the beginning then, or the continuation of the boat. So right now we have our third summer finished, and we have gotten more and more people excited about our project, and we're hoping to build on this, to hope to kind of stabilize it as a thing that has its own momentum in an even stronger way than before. And I'm quite happy about that. But maybe an ending note now. sorry about a little bit forgetting the ending here, but yeah. So we continue to exemplify this kind of situational innovation in what we do, but we also need structures. And I think that's the process that all communities go through. We are becoming more and more structured and so on and so on. And that's kind of the waters that we're now negotiating, to be able to retain our independent spirit, but at the same time also have this creative atmosphere and a place that feels free to do things. Thank you.